A few years ago, my father was diagnosed with polyarteritis, one of two cases in the whole state of Utah, and there was no cure. His doctor was Dr. Samuelson at the University of Utah, charter member of the Crimson Club. My dad was the executive director of the Cougar Club in Provo. Now, my dad wasn't a paranoid guy or conspiracy theorist, but he found it interesting that every time he was assigned a patient's room at the University of Utah Hospital, it had the U outside his window that was up on the hill. And then every night he was there, he was convinced that President Samuelson turned the thing on, and then the light would come into his room. And it drove him nuts. He passed away in 1998 from those complications and pancreatic cancer. But we believe it wasn't the diseases that killed him as much as it was watching Utah beat North Carolina in the 1998 Final Four. As a BYU family, there's no medication for that. And I remember him saying, "I just can't stand watching this." And he passed away before the championship game on Monday night so he wouldn't have to see it. Now, he never lived to see this, but I'm sure he would have enjoyed going to a staff meeting at BYU and seeing his Crimson Club doctor wearing a blue suit leading the charge as president of the University of BYU. So, President Samuelson, a reminder, what goes around comes around. And a heartfelt congratulations from our beloved mother, who is a big fan of the two of you. We've had a great opportunity to know the Samuelsons. I don't mean to spotlight them more so than the other two, but it's a great honor for me to be here with them on this night, along with Douglas Matsumori and Jonathan Ruga. Arthritis is a word that we've all heard. It's also a word that's often misinterpreted. It's much more than minor aches and pains, as you know. Arthritis is an umbrella term that refers to more than 100 different diseases. It can result in severe joint inflammation, excruciating pain, joint destruction, and the loss of movement necessary for carrying on everyday life. I know that because we lived that in our family. Some of these diseases are systemic in nature, attacking a person's internal organs. The implications of arthritis, as you might imagine, are just as severe as its symptoms. Arthritis is the single most common cause of disability in the United States. None of us really can protect ourselves or our family members from it. Grandparents, husbands, wives, co-anchors, even children, all can be touched by some form of the disease. The fact is, arthritis typically affects people, 50 million in this country, in the prime of their wage-earning lives. The reality is that arthritis costs the U.S. economy more than $128 billion a year in lost wages and medical costs. The facts underscore the important work of the Arthritis Foundation, an organization dedicated to serving our community. The Arthritis Foundation is the largest non-governmental source of research dollars for scientists and doctors seeking treatments and cures for these diseases. Many of those men and women are here tonight. Last year, the foundation funded more than $13 million in research around the country. The foundation also provides resources and programs for folks who are living with arthritis, literally helping them get back on their feet and become better educated about the disease. The foundation advocates on behalf of people who are living with arthritis, assuring that their voices are heard at all levels of government. And finally, the foundation educates through seminars and forums, classes, and other resource materials. So we're here tonight to spotlight three great Utahns, great human beings. The format will be, we'll have a video clip, and then a presenter, and then the recipient. And we'll move through all three, and I promise to have you home in time to watch the evening news on Channel 5. Let's roll the video.